Hello and welcome again to Journalism Classics with Ali Hakim. This is the 29th episode of the Classics, and it is a continuation of Journalism Classics 028, in which I spoke about idiomatic expressions. Kindly like, comment, and share this episode and other episodes of Journalism Classics across social media platforms. Last Sunday, I defined idioms as a group of words whose meaning is different from the meanings of the individual words. I said then that while the use of idioms could be permissible in features and sports writing, and that columnists could indulge in their use, it is largely frowned at in hard copy news writing. The reason for this is not far-fetched if one looks at the definition of idioms. Unlike in feature writing or sports writing, individual words in a hard copy must retain its meaning even when combined with other words in a group. It is incumbent on reporters and editors to write in a way that makes each copy comprehensible, failing which whatever they publish will not be classified as hard news. In other words, reporters and editors must be able to distinguish between expressions that are permissible in news writing and those that are not. I will give 3 examples of idioms in this episode to explain why their use is frowned upon in straight news writing. Number 1, in writing a feature article, there is no offense in using an idiom like the governor assured that he was willing to give his right arm to ensure the completion of the project. But do you think any governor will offer his arm to be amputated because of a project? Of course, there is no such governor or public servant that will offer to be amputated so as to execute a project. It is straighter to write that the governor said he was willing to go to great lengths to ensure that the project is completed. To go to a great length to achieve something is what that idiom, giving a right arm, means. You see why the use of idioms is frowned at in news writing? No governor will surrender his arm because a project has to be completed. In essence, it is better for the reporter to say it as it is and not indulge in the use of idioms, because idioms do not convey direct meanings to the man on the street. I'll give a second example. An idiom goes like, he has his back to the wall. This simply means that the person is in a very difficult or desperate situation. It will be ambiguous for a reporter to write this in a story and wrong of an editor to use the idiom when the copy could just have read that the person was in a difficult situation. I'll give you one more example why hard copy straight stories should be devoid of idioms. Imagine reading a story like it was a red letter day as residents trooped out en masse to witness the reception accorded visiting doctors who had promised to conduct free surgeries. This does not make any sense to someone who does not know what a red letter day is. The reader does not know the day of the week the red letter was delivered and does not even know about any letter. For the report to make sense to the reader. The reporter and the editor ought to have written and published something like, "It was a joyous day as residents trooped out en masse to witness the reception accorded visiting doctors who had promised corrective or restorative surgeries." This is more explicit. It is direct and there is no ambiguity to it. A red letter day simply means a day to be remembered because something particularly pleasant or important happens on that day. Such days are even marked red in some calendars. As much as possible, as reporters and editors, we must avoid the use of idioms. I'll see you next Sunday, God willing. Thank you for watching this, and bye for now.